sign STRINGERBELL80. Again, that's STRINGERBELL80. Dollar sign STRINGERBELL80. Make sure y'all hit that up. If you don't have Cash App, make sure you have the PayPal. We on a run. We're trying to gain some funds. It's like all y'all been doing. I told them they started. They started already. Campaign, I left one for you. Catch this one. I left one for you. So check the community. You understand? Check the community section. So anyway, whether you guys are with me or not, I want to talk about Lil Boosie real quick. Some things have come out, and we're now finding out why Lil Boosie was arrested. He was arrested on a warrant. Yes, you guys know that, or whatever the case may be. But let me break down how they came to this conclusion, because this is going to bug y'all. And this is what I tell y'all. Lil Boosie was on his IG Live, evidently. And in his waistband, I guess, the police have been watching his Instagram Live. I guess, what's going on, Dwayne? I guess the police have been watching his Instagram Live. And what they decided to do was they looked in the car, and there was two people in the car. It was Boosie and somebody else with him. So what they decided to do was they watched his live for a significant amount of time, and they figured out the region he was at. And then they went ahead with their warrant and executed it. So Lil Boosie basically got caught off of his IG Live. I can't make this up. The police followed him on his IG Live. Yes, you hear me correct. The police were following him on his IG Live. Now, my question is why? Because he's been in a significant amount of trouble. That's why in the past. He's a convicted felon. He's almost met the death chamber, you know? What's up? What's going on, Dwayne? So, I'm at this conclusion now. Well, I'm not just talking about Lil Boosie, and I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to make it quick. But I'm talking about any rapper that's out there. Y'all got to stop talking online so much. Some of y'all, if y'all got cases, stay offline. Some of y'all, if y'all just had a case closed, unless it's contrived and constructed by somebody else, because Boosie's a lot of times is over there on Vlad TV. Don't do your own IG Lives. If you got people that's with you and they're telling you, yo, go live, don't listen to them. Because you, sir, just got out of trouble a few minutes ago. You, sir, just walked out the clutches yet again of the penal system. You, sir, are a target. And y'all got to start realizing that. See, I was in the game for 17 years. I know. I've seen rappers get arrested. I've seen rappers pass. I've seen rappers lose all their money right in front of my own two eyes. The slow device, the slow, steady freaking decrease on the amount of money that they once had versus what they do have now. So let me repeat this for you guys that's tuning in. Lil Boosie, yes, he was arrested. Yes, we know he was arrested, but do we know why he was arrested? Well, I've gathered the information to find out that Lil Boosie was arrested, in fact, because of his IG post. He went live the particular day or the day before, and the police were monitoring him on his IG Live. And as a result of that, they issued a warrant because they had seen somewhere in the video, Lil Boosie appeared in his pocket or somewhere on his personal to have a pistol. Now, when they pulled him over or arrested him or whatever the case may be, Boosie said, it's my security guard's pistol. What's going on, TMH Global? TMH Global, thank you too. I appreciate it. And I thanked you in the last one. And guys, make sure y'all hit up the Cash App, $ STRINGERBELL80. Hit it up right now. Put in $20, $30. I want to thank TMH Global for donating a significant amount yesterday. I needed that, and it was used very well. I used it towards paying a bill, you know. So I'm back to being, dollarous. But that's all right. I paid that bill off that I needed to. That's the only thing that mattered. Anyway, when they pulled these two gentlemen over, Boosie and the person purportedly to be his bodyguard, Boosie said that, well, the gun belongs to the bodyguard. They found and retrieved the gun. Yet again. And now Boosie is facing charges yet again. Now, right now, currently sitting, if you're not up to par, he doesn't have a bond. The judge is giving him no bond. But what I want to say to you guys is you got to stay offline with the semantics, with the salaciousness, with the talking real loud and everything like that, especially if you're a convicted motherfucker, like Nori say, a convicted motherfucking fiddle. You know what I mean? It's not going to work for you. especially if you're online and you already know that there's a possibility based on your position. Lil Boosie's a multi-millionaire. That's why I was laughing when somebody said, "Oh, he's selling the car for $240,000." He probably told his family to sell the car for $240,000 because nobody has access to his finances, which they once did, and they robbed him. Him and his own family members took, well, I think one family member took $100K from him. That's not little money. That's not little money. So it makes sense to me this next time, because he's no novice to going to prison, obviously. It would seem to me that, yeah, he would be like, listen, I don't want nobody touching my finances. The car, you can have the car. Sell the car for $240,000. Do what you got to do. I'm imagining it's paying some of the bills in this luxurious house. I'm considering it's something to go along with paying some of the construction. This man, and I like to pay homage to him, he's doing something that I want to do, which is building a whole community, or at least a couple of residencies within his residence. So I commend Lil Boosie for that. Lil Boosie is spending his money well. So it made no sense to me when somebody said, oh, he's no, you know he ain't getting no money. You can't start construction without having to pay the contractors at least a portion first. This is why I say the silly notions that a lot of people in African American culture put about on people nowadays. Lil Boosie, when you come home this time, unless you over there talking to Vlad and it's controlled, meaning that there's an edit on everything before it comes out, going live ain't for you. Now what I want you to do is, I want you to get you somebody that knows how to edit, Boosie. And what I want you to do, you can even pick me, pay me, I'll do it for you. Get you somebody that edits. And from now on, Boosie, if you got anything to say, don't go live. Because a lot of times, Boosie, when you live, you high, you drunk, or whatever, and things just slip out. You don't pay attention. Like, you would have been paying attention and said, oh, let me tuck the pistol because I know everybody on here can see me. See, that's what happens when you're inebriated or when you high. And I'm just making a suggestion that might be what it is, but I've seen Boosie on camera enough times where he looked litty. Can we all agree on that? I've seen Boosie on camera enough times where he looked litty, and this is where a motherfucking edit come in. Now, if you you have an editor, Boosie, you gotta worry about none of that. You film what you gotta say or whatever. The parts that you don't want in there, you edit out. That's what you do. And this is how you survive this happening to you yet once again. You understand what I'm saying here? Facts, David. People don't understand money, make dumb comments about people with money. Yeah, I swear to God. You can't equate yourself if you never made more than $30,000, $40,000 in a year. You cannot equate yourself to a multi-millionaire. This is a skewed world that we live in nowadays, where you got people that are taxi drivers that think they're just as much important as people that are multi-millionaires. Well, maybe in the back of your fucking mind, it might be like that, and when you ride around, but in reality, when it comes down to finances and everything like that, when we come down to pen and paper, where do you sit versus the whole bragging shit that you do? I'd like to say this, I'm not gonna make this long. Boosie, hold your motherfucking head. Shout out to you. We now know it wasn't just because you were going down. And I want to add something too. Boosie said he's been going to these, Boosie said he's been going to these court hearings with these rappers because he wants to be a lawyer. That's what he said. He said he wants to be a lawyer. Maybe he will. But these are his words. And he says, I have an infatuation with becoming a lawyer because I'm seeing some of these cases and some of these guys are getting railroaded. That I can live with. Why do I say that? Because Kim Kardashian did the same thing. She advocated with Donald Trump. She got a lot of people out and released from jail. And sometimes we don't give Kim Kardashian credit for that, but she did it quickly. Now, Daddy was a lawyer. Boosie, on the other hand, he doesn't have families that were lawyers, but Boosie, I guarantee you, as smart as you are, take your ass up some classes. Take you up some classes, find out what it is, get certified, and then you're only 40? You understand? We're still young. By the time you're 46, 47 years old, and you still got energy to be on stage or whatever the case may be, you'll also have one other advantage. You'll be able to walk into a courtroom. So, Lil Boosie, if you're serious about the statement you made and said you're interested in becoming some type of paralegal or lawyer or somebody that oversees cases like this, like with YNW Melly and others, I commend you, and I hope that you do so. That's all I wanted to say about Lil Boosie. Y'all make sure y'all tune back in. I'm about to go live once again. I just wanted to talk about that for a few minutes because I thought it was something that it needed to be talked about, and it was paramount to the conversation. Other than that, guys, make sure y'all hit the Cash App, $STRINGERBELL80. If you have not, do it right now. I'll be right back, literally right back in 2 seconds after I start the next live. So make sure you join in and make sure you're paying attention to your alerts. I'll talk to you in a second.